Alright, in today's video I'm going to show you how to change your string in the Stihl FS91 trimmer. And it's not as hard as you think. First, you might be asking, what string do we use? Well, this is what I have. It's Echo. Now, it doesn't have to be brand specific, but it's Echo string. And it's the 0.095 of an inch. That's about as big as you can go, I believe, on the FS91. I'm not 100% sure, but this one will definitely work and it'll do the job. And you can see the shape of the line. It is square, or I don't know what shape you would call that, but it definitely is not round, and it'll do a much better job at cutting heavy grass, heavy weeds, which this weed trimmer is designed for, right? So the first thing we're gonna do is get some of the string out of this package. So what we want is about 2 to 2.5 arm lengths. So I go like this, the full width of my arm length. Grab another one. There's 2. And then we'll just do a half of one. That should make it just about right. So we'll cut it off here, get some side cutters. Now we're going to take our string and we're going to double it up like this. So we're going to take the 2 ends together like this. And we're going to find the middle here. There's the middle for me. And we're going to cut it. So what you want to do is cut it like that. We're going to go back to the other ends, because you got 2 ends here, right? So what you want to do is just cut it on an angle. Hopefully you can see that. Cut it like a 45-degree angle, like that. And it just makes it that much easier to go into the head. So on the trimmer head, there's 2 slots. These are push tabs that go in. So you have to take a screwdriver like this. Just pop it in there like this. That's one side. This is the other side. And now you can remove the head. Now here's your spool. You just get your spool out. There's a bit of a spring in there, so make sure you don't lose it. It fits right into here. So now that we have our spool out, we can put our string on. Okay, now that we got our string, we're going to find the 2 holes. There's a hole on this side of the spool and on this side. See the divider in the middle? So now you're going to take that pointy part of the string that you made a 45-degree cut on, and you're going to put it in this hole. And it goes in nicely. Now you think you would wind it like that, but you're going to fold this line back on itself like this. And you're going to start rolling this line on in that direction. Make sure that it's tight going around, especially that first line. And put the line on so make sure it doesn't bind itself. You work the line from one side to the other, back and forth. And you keep going until you're out of line. Now you're going to put this line right through that hole there to hold it. Now, I forgot to mention, you want to start at the top of the head here. See, this is the bottom of the head. Start on the top so that you can put the line through that hole, because if you start on this side and you go to put your line through that hole here to hold your line, you're going to be going across this side of the spool and you won't be able to spool on your the string on this side. So always start at the top of the line. So again, now we're going to do the other side. Put your line in there like that, fold it back on itself, and tighten it, roll it on tight. Now that you got it all rolled on, put it through that hole there like this, and your line is on and in place now. Okay, now make sure that it's all clean in here, looks good. And then with the spring, put that spring back in here like this, and you work this into place. So what you're going to do is you're going to take this string out of that slot that's in the spool, and you're going to put it down in here on the sides of the head here. Same with this one. Take it out, run it up, keep it tight, and put it in here like that. So now you have it in place. Now you're going to take your cap, put it back on in place here over the spool like that. Snap it in place. and then pull on your strings like this. The spool is going to be sitting in the right position now that you tugged on the strings. Now this one here looks short, which is okay. This one's going to be long, and it's going to be hitting the cutter here. So what you're going to do is take that pair of side cutters, cut it here, because if you leave it long, it may not cut here and it'll bog your machine down. But you can file this cutter here every once in a while, make sure it's sharp. Because when you bump the head to draw the string out, and if it gets a little too long, this cutter here will keep your string at the right length. So that's all it is to do a string replacement on the Stihl FS91. It's really simple. It's one of the easiest ones there is. If this video helped you, please give me a thumbs up, and we'll see you on the next video.